Hey guys, welcome back to the BuzWeaver channel. And in our top stories today from CNN, Pentagon moves to cut Senator Mark Kelly's military retirement pay as punishment over illegal orders video. Now, you guys may recall that video where a group of Democrats came out. So Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth announced Monday that the Pentagon is taking administrative action to punish Senator Mark Kelly, a retired Navy captain, by moving to cut his retirement pay for participating in a video where he and other Democratic lawmakers reminded U.S. service members of their duty to refuse illegal orders. Now, many of you who watch this served in the military, so you know the process of how orders are delivered and carried out, and how you as a member of the military follow those orders. And so the implication here, of course, is that what Donald Trump does is illegal, which is why they're constantly challenging him on things that he does as chief executive. But now, of course, they want to go after him as commander-in-chief as well. So their strategy is really extraordinarily terrible overall, because it's always about going after Trump instead of trying to find solutions to things and trying to come up with ideas and goals and something that they can move in a positive direction with substance. Their whole strategy is just go after Trump. Hegseth said in a post on X that the U.S. military has initiated proceedings to reduce the amount of retirement pay Kelly receives and has issued a secretarial letter of censure, which would stand as a written reprimand but have no practical consequences for the Arizona Democrats. So really be kind of more of a slap on the wrist, just kind of a, snap back to this video that they produced. And this is kind of the latest one that we saw from January the 5th. And then we also had one here from New York, the New York Post. Senator Mark Kelly at risk of demotion, cutting military pay. So you guys there, and here's Mark Kelly here wearing his jacket. Here's that one video, but I'll show you where you can find it here on X if you guys want to go back and see it under Real Robert and see what they said here. Now it starts off with a different representative. And then, of course, let's take a listen to what the most recent information is here as of this recording on February the 9th from CNN.
Also have some breaking news coming into the Situation Room right now. Senator Mark Kelly will have his military retirement pay cut by the Pentagon. The Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth made the announcement on social media just a little while ago. Kelly is a retired U.S. Navy captain. He's being punished for taking part in a video where he and other Democratic lawmakers told U.S. service members that it was their duty to refuse illegal orders. Hegseth also added in his post, he issued, and I'm quoting now, a formal letter of censure which outlines the totality of Captain Kelly's reckless misconduct. That's Hegseth's words. Pamela.
All right.
Yeah, of course they're his words, Wolf, because that's what it's all about. And you can see here, I was trying to find just a string of it, but it's, floating around pretty much everywhere. Of course, some of the videos were saying it's sedition and these sorts of things, but rather extraordinary to see this happen. But Kelly walked into this and stepped into this, as well as the other Democrats, knowing full well they were using assumptive language. They knew exactly. They were playing Tweedledee, Tweedledum, right? They're just trying to play the ball the way they're trying to play the ball, and everyone understands exactly what the language is. And so I'm totally with Pete Hegseth. Support him 100% on what he's doing here. And shame on Mark Kelly for what he did. Now, he's going to get a slap on the wrist, but if he gets a retirement pay docked or whatever, then so be it. But you let me know down in the comments. I know some of you had served in the military. If you guys want to chime in on your particular thoughts on this. I can't ever remember a time where this sort of strategy was ever used. Now, it kind of reminds me going back to what Joe Biden had said, too, when he was feeling challenged by certain groups of individuals. If you think you need to have weapons to take on the government, you need F-15s and maybe some nuclear weapons, of course. And, of course, we saw how people were weaponizing themselves there against ICE there in Minnesota. So it's interesting to see how the double standards play out. But I have never seen at any time this level of aggression towards a president. We've seen a lot of it against a president, but I mean, when your whole entire strategy as a party is to simply go after the current president of the United States, the chief executive, it's extraordinary. But guys, I just want to bring this to you so you guys know what the latest is currently now. We'll see how it continues to develop. So apparently he's going to get a slap on the wrist and maybe a dock and pay. But yeah, Quite extraordinary, is it not? What an interesting 2026. I want to thank all you guys across New Tech, that's BitChute, Rumble, and Odyssey, for your guys' continued support. Close below this video, you can find the various social media links that I belong to include X. And, of course, if you order frequently from Amazon or a Prime member, you can use my landing page link where your safety and privacy is protected. And speaking of safety and privacy while you're online, I also have my favorite virtual private network. That would be Trust Zone down there below if you guys want to check those out. But, of course, helping out the channel is as simple as hitting your like and leaving a comment and sharing the videos. That all helps out the channel here in 2026. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. Now, appearing there on the screen for everyone watching on YouTube specifically, that'd be the channel icon. You guys can click on that to subscribe, as well as to select notification. That way you know when there's content here on the channel. And I'll see all you guys in the next video.